Nice evening. I guess I need to cut the vegetation on the fence already. It's getting too big. There we go. It's better now. As a result, all clean, more or less, I guess. Now I feel much more comfortable to talk after my face and head is clean from this sticky plant material which flies all over the place. Anyway, the project which I'm working on now, been taking photos in the city with my semi-professional photo camera and Insta360 X5 as well, because some buildings are so close I can't take the entire building. I need after to arrange modify the 360 video to get the proper shot from that the building. I'm taking shots from empty walls which are ugly, empty buildings with no windows, like just ugly walls in the town. And I had this idea that to propose some paintings to a city hall, which would maybe pay for my designs, and we could paint some designs on the walls, but not any designs, because I'm not a painter, I'm not an artist. I still work on my cryptography, and the point is to make some codes which or just a script which looks like a code but doesn't have any meaning. But it's a long story. I'm not gonna reveal every detail of the project, but I've been talking already to quite a few people abroad and also locals to how to say, probe the ground if there is anything else in Madeira also similar available, done. I've seen myself some photos, but nothing with cryptography, just not photos but even paintings like look like photos, very nice in some walls, but still there are too many walls which are empty and ugly. And as Madeira is very tourist area, especially Funchal here, where the cruise ships are coming every day, every week. I don't know, tens and tens of cruise ships every month. So to make the city a bit more interesting in that sense. But for that I need to edit these photos, select the best ones, and it's hard to take photos because in town so many people. You know, people are always on their way, and then I need to find maybe on weekends or holidays to go out on good weather when it's no rain and good lighting from right side to find the proper photos. Then I can edit these photos for painting in special apps, painting apps. I mean, I have these already on my tablet, but it's a long work, and I need to do a portfolio to propose anything, even though I have a book written over 10 years ago, and it's I mean, that is already people can get an idea, but to do a proper visual design, easy to understand, so we don't have to guess what I'm proposing. But as AI is advancing so fast, and I don't have these AI tools which could take examples from my script and make some examples of paintings automatically already on the buildings, on the photos which I propose. Then I'm working on that. I'm looking AI tools and free ones. I can't afford right now buy anything. I'm really limited with finances, and I'm talking also to people who could who know programmers or program themselves, and propose them, do you want to do some work because together with me, some project, because I can do all on my own, but if I do everything manually, it takes months and months besides my other hustle during the week. So I'm not completely free to work on this project. I'm on survivor mode mostly, and the works in the garden need to be taken care of pretty soon, urgently. So if I don't find anyone who would like to work together with me on this project, I mean, it takes time to find also a person and figure out the exact mode of collaboration, but after it will be much faster. You just take photos, you drop a photo, and you propose to AI your ideas, and AI will modify and give you tens and tens of examples, instead of doing every example manually, which is huge work. I mean, I can do it, but it takes in the end more time to do it, the entire portfolio of all the photos which I take of empty walls and paint them manually, and several examples of different designs. Then I prefer right now, instead of doing it manually, still look for a person who could work together with me and take the programming side and work on AI on him or her. But meanwhile, I do have to take first photos, because I can't use every photo which is copyrighted. I need to do it on my own photos, and that takes time. But the idea of cryptography, which I could use, you could find on my book on the website. There is a link, read, on top of a page, and you click on that, you will find the cryptography book, and you will have an idea what I'm talking about, what kind of design it will be on the buildings. But apart from that, I also ordered like postcards, empty postcards with only the postcard frame where to put a stamp, but the other side is empty. So I can paint those and sell on the street for an extra income. And apart of that, I have already idea which kind of postcards I can print directly, not to paint manually, and so on. I mean, a part of my survival hustle, the hustle is also to make some income. Because right now I have everything I need. I think I have everything I need, unless during construction something shows up which I need more to buy. But I can only pay my urgent things, I mean bills, and have some money just for a coffee, and that's it. I mean, I have an urgent need to create an income for myself, so that's what I'm working on. In this garden, in organizing the stuff, is definitely hard to notice, but in certain things I'm quite perfectionist, especially when it comes to my cryptography and proposing people something as a business. So right now, when I was ordering the postcards, which I told, I took some paper example, I made them into different pieces, and one I keep outside in the sunshine to see how sun affects it, and these 3 papers been in different levels of having different levels of water on them. So this one is more white, it is not visible probably, but it's also wet, and I've been putting into water here and keeping one long time water, another one just briefly, and see what water does to paper and to a marker. So this has different waterproof markers. I tested on this paper, and the reason is because I had experience. Last year, 2 years ago, I did test with some art on pens and with markers which I used. Also, they gave paint, so it was a bad idea. It didn't work out. But This is paper, and paper takes the marker well in, and I tried with different ways to scratch it and to see. So these markers are keeping well, but next step is to see how light, the sunshine affects these pens. I leave them outside and see, because every morning for a few hours sun is exactly on this spot, so I can see how sun affected. Because you know, when I've been buying postcards, like ready with photos, postcards in the shops, some of them are yellow, like turned yellow and ugly, not good anymore. But of course I'm not planning to keep them on the sunshine, but still I was just curious, want to know how the marker which I'm gonna paint my art on the postcards, which I'm gonna sell on street, how it works. And I forgot one thing, this one is already tested. If you want to know how exactly it will look on buildings, my art, it's a little bit different, but there are some examples already in the world, like calligraphic Arabic writing. So if you look, I've shown it also to people who I've been talking to show as an example what I'm planning to do. In I think Dubai museum, I don't remember which museum it was, but if you look on internet, Arabic calligraphy, Dubai museum, I'm sure you will find the video and images of the museum, which is like a round oval building with a huge hole inside, but the building itself is covered with the calligraphic writing. So you can see what kind of project I'm planning to, because my writing is somewhat similar, but not, of course, not Arabic and not similar writing. It's different, but still it may give you an idea. So on my website you can have a look, and you can drop me some donations as well. I always mention it. You can support me if you wish, if you like what I'm doing.